You're listening to Do This First, a daily personal development podcast that focuses on science-backed, actionable steps towards your best year ever. I'm Santa, your host. Yesterday, we spoke about communication styles and how to manage those personalities in your everyday life. Today, we have a bonus podcast episode on communications. As the title implies, standing on the shoulders of giants, we are digging deep into the tricks and tips the greatest communicators of all time have used and shared across generations and even centuries. When I was conducting the research for this episode, I was astounded how, in some regards, nothing really changes. At its core, communication is about sharing intentional messages that are understood by the intended audience. Let's start with Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill was a British statesman, military leader, and writer who served as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom during World War II. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest wartime leaders in history, known for his inspiring speeches and steadfast leadership during a time of great crises. Churchill was also a prolific author, winning the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1953. Winston Churchill is generally regarded as one of the great communicators of all time. He was able to unite a nation and lead them to one of the greatest victories in history. Here are 4 key takeaways from Churchill's communication style. Firstly is his mastery of language. Winston Churchill was known for his eloquence and powerful use of language. His speeches were carefully crafted and delivered with passion, making them both memorable and impactful. Number 2, his ability to inspire. Churchill had a unique ability to inspire and motivate others through his words. His speeches during World War II, in particular, rallied the British people and boosted morale during a time of great adversity. Number 3, authenticity. Churchill's communication style was authentic and genuine, which helped him connect with his audience on a personal level. He was not afraid to show vulnerability or emotion, which made him relatable to the public. And number 4, his resilience. Despite facing numerous challenges throughout his career, Churchill never wavered in his commitment to communicating effectively. His determination and perseverance in the face of adversity set him apart as one of the greatest communicators of all time. Then there was John Wooten. John Wooten was a renowned American football player and coach. Wooten was admired for his exceptional work ethic, leadership skills, and dedication to the game. A couple of key takeaways that made John Wooten one of the greatest communicators of all time is number 1, his clarity. John Wooten was known for his clear and concise communication style. He was able to convey his message in a way that was easily understood by his players, colleagues, and fans. Number 2, his empathy. Wooten had a deep understanding of human emotions, and he was able to connect with people on a personal level. This empathy allowed him to build strong relationships and trust with those around him. Number 3, his motivation. Wooten had a unique ability to inspire and motivate others through his words. His speeches and pep talks were legendary for their ability to ignite passion and drive in his players. Number 4, his wisdom. Wooten's communication was always rooted in wisdom and experience. He drew upon his own life lessons and the teachings of others to impart valuable insights to those who interacted with him. This wisdom made him a respected leader and mentor in the world of sports and beyond. And John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy, the 35th United States President, was known and loved for his charisma, his charm, his ability to inspire hope and optimism in America and the world. He was also admired for his leadership during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Here are a couple of key takeaways that really established John F. Kennedy's legacy as a great speaker. One was his charisma. John F. Kennedy had a natural charm and charisma that captivated audiences and made them feel connected to him. His warm smile, his confident demeanor, and ability to connect with people on a personal level set him apart as a communicator. Number 2, his rhetorical skills. Kennedy was a masterful orator who could inspire and motivate through his speeches. He had a way with words, using powerful language and persuasive arguments to convey his message effectively. Number 4, he was also a visionary leader. Kennedy had a clear vision for the future of America, and he was able to communicate his vision in a way that inspired hope and optimism. His ability to articulate bold ideas and inspire others to work towards a common goal made him one of the greatest communicators of all time. And then there was Ronald Reagan. He was the 40th President of the United States. He was known and loved for his charismatic personality, his strong leadership skills, and his unwavering commitment to principles. He was admired for his ability to communicate effectively, his optimism, and his belief in the power of individual freedom and limited government. Reagan's presidency is often remembered for his role in ending the Cold War, revitalizing the economy through supply-side economics, and restoring national pride and confidence. His legacy as a transformative figure in American politics continues to be celebrated by many, even today. He embodied many of the qualities we've discussed, like clarity and authenticity, but he also had one very particular quality that impelled awe and even wonder at times. It was his optimism. His positivity was enviable. Reagan was a master of inspiring hope and optimism in the face of adversity. He had an unwavering belief in the American spirit and the power of individual initiative, which he conveyed through his uplifting speeches and positive outlook on the future. And then, of course, Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a prominent civil rights leader known for his role in the advancement of civil rights through nonviolent protest and civil disobedience. He was respected for his powerful speeches, such as the iconic I Have a Dream speech delivered during the March on Washington in 1963. A couple of the standout qualities in his communications that makes him one of the greatest speakers of all time are his passion and conviction. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke with a deep sense of passion and conviction that resonated with his audience. His unwavering belief compelled the masses of people to join him in the fight for civil rights. Emotional appeal. King's ability to connect with his audience on an emotional level was unparalleled. He used personal anecdotes, powerful imagery, and stirring rhetoric to evoke strong emotions and create a sense of unity among his listeners. Also, his use of strategic messaging. King was a master at crafting messages that were not only inspiring, but also strategically effective in advancing his cause. He knew how to frame issues in a way that would resonate with both supporters and opponents, ultimately leading to meaningful change. And Socrates. Socrates was a classical Greek philosopher who is credited as one of the founders of Western philosophy. He is best known for his method of questioning known as the Socratic method, which involves engaging dialogue with others to uncover underlying assumptions and arrive at deeper truths. This is one of the foundational things that are used in the study of law. Socrates was also known for his commitment to seeking wisdom and living a virtuous life, even in the face of persecution and ultimately death. He is respected for his intellectual rigor, moral integrity, and profound influence on subsequent philosophical thought. Some of the takeaways of how Socrates became a compelling speaker and one of the best of all time is the method he created, the Socratic method. Socrates was known for his unique method of questioning and engaging in dialogue. He uncovered deeper truths and challenged assumptions. This method not only encouraged critical thinking, but also allowed for more meaningful and impactful communications. Another thing that made him a compelling communicator was his humility. Despite being considered one of the wisest men of his time, Socrates remained humble and open-minded, always willing to learn from others and admit when he did not have all the answers. This humility made him relatable and approachable, allowing for more effective communication with a wide range of individuals. And then Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus was known for his teachings of love, compassion, and forgiveness. He was loved for his ability to heal the sick, perform miracles, and show kindness to all people, regardless of their social status or background. Jesus was also known for challenging the religious authorities of his time and speaking out against injustice and oppression. 4 key takeaways that made Jesus an incredible communicator and servant leader. Number 1, the use of parables. Jesus often used parables or simple stories with moral lessons to effectively communicate complex spiritual truths in a way that was easily understood by his audience. Number 2, the use of metaphors. Jesus frequently used metaphors and analogies to convey deeper meanings and connect with his listeners on a personal level. For example, he referred to himself as the Good Shepherd and compared the kingdom of God to a mustard seed. Number 3, miracles. Jesus performed numerous miracles throughout his ministry, such as healing the sick, which served as a powerful demonstration of his authority and divine power, reinforcing the messages that he preached, so authenticity. And number 4, his compassion. Jesus showed genuine compassion, genuine care and empathy for those he encountered, regardless of their social status or background. His compassion and love for others resonated with people and helped them to better understand his teachings about forgiveness, mercy, and grace. An additional resource for further study is The Greatest Speakers I Ever Heard by Dottie Walters. This is a book that showcases some of the most impactful and inspiring speakers that the author has encountered throughout her career. In this book, Walters shares personal anecdotes and insights from these speakers, highlighting their unique abilities to captivate audiences and deliver powerful messages. We can learn valuable lessons from these speakers, such as effective communication techniques, storytelling skills, and strategies for engaging and connecting with listeners. By studying the experiences of these successful speakers, we can gain valuable insights into what it takes to become a great communicator. Overall, The Greatest Speakers I've Ever Heard is a valuable resource for anyone looking to improve their communication or public speaking skills and to make a lasting impact on your intended audience. It offers practical advice and inspiration from some of the best in the business, making it a must-read for aspiring communicators, speakers, and seasoned professionals alike. If you like what you're hearing, don't forget to leave a review, follow, and subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Do This First. You can also get a transcript of this podcast on my blog, dothisfirst.life. Till tomorrow. Moving past the rain, moving past the pain, or past the color blue. I see power in you. Past welded down. Look around, they can't be found. I see a champion in you. I see a champion in you.